안녕하세요. 오늘 이 시간은 아동학습 인지발달이론으로 잘 알려진 존 피아제에 관하여 알아보겠습니다. 존 피아제와 리무 비갓스키는 현 미국 교육 시스템에 적지 않은 영향을 미친 분들입니다. 피아제는 1896년 스위스 뇌샤텔에서 태어났습니다. 그는 철학자이고 심리학자이면서 생물학자였습니다. 따라서 그의 이론은 생물학과 인식론에 기반을 두었는데요. 그는 인간의 지적 능력은 타고난 것이며 주어진 환경에 적응하는 것이 인지의 발달이라고 했습니다. 이것을 설명하기 위해 피아제는 도식, 동화, 그리고 조절이라는 개념을 설정했습니다. 도식은 사물이나 사건에 대한 전체적인 윤곽을 인지하는 것입니다. 동화는 내가 이미 알고 있는 지식 위에 새로운 경험을 흡수하여 일반화하는 과정입니다. 조절은 새로운 지식을 받아들일 수 있도록 기존에 알고 있던 것을 변형하여 새로운 지식을 흡수하는 것입니다. 첫 번째 단계는 0세부터 2세로 감각 운동기라고 부릅니다. 주로 이 시기에는 감각이나 운동을 통하여 환경을 경험해 나가는 시기입니다. 이 시기의 영아는 손에 잡힌 모든 대상물을 입에 가져가 입의 촉감과 두드림을 통하여 대상을 인식하고 환경에 적응해 나갑니다. 두 번째 단계는 2세부터 7세까지로 전조작계라고 부릅니다. 2세 이후에 유아들이 감각 운동에만 의지하는 것을 벗어나 언어를 배우고 몸을 움직이면서 경험이 쌓이고 기호를 사용하는 능력이 발달하는 단계입니다. 자신의 관점과 다른 사람의 관점을 구별하지 못하며 상징적 놀이를 하고 생명이 없는 대상에게 생명을 부여하기도 합니다. 또 이 시기의 특징은 자기중심적 사고를 가지고 있어서 예를 들어 아이들이 방에 같이 있어도 각기 독립적인 놀이를 합니다. 세 번째 단계는 7세부터 11세까지로 구체적 조작계라고 부릅니다. 이 시기엔 논리적이고 구체적인 사고가 가능하게 되며 기본적인 지식과 기술을 습득하고 다양한 주제를 체계적으로 학습하게 되는 시기이며 자기중심적인 생각에서 조금씩 벗어나게 됩니다. 아직은 생각의 대상이 눈에 보이는 구체적인 대상에 국한되어 있기 때문에 구체적 조작계라 부릅니다. 또한 이 시기에는 보존 개념이 생기는데 이것은 모양이 달라져도 그 양이나 수는 보존된다는 개념을 갖는 것입니다. 네 번째 단계는 11세 이후로 형식적 조작계라고 부릅니다. 이 시기는 추상적, 과학적, 가설적 사고인식을 가지고 주어진 문제를 해결하기 위하여 사전에 일련의 계획을 세우고 체계적으로 실험하면서 해결책을 찾아 나갑니다. 다시 말해서 구체적 조작계 아동이 구체적 세계 안에서 논리적 사고를 하는 반면 형식적 조작계의 아동은 현실의 세계에서 가상적 추론이 가능합니다.
Each stage of knowledge is characterized by a different way of understanding the world. In his 4 stages, it consists of schemas, assimilation, and accommodation. In this stage, intelligence is gained by combining sensory and motor skills from ages 0 to 2 years old. Here's Bruce. He's 6 months old. Bruce still enjoys a game of peekaboo. This is because he hasn't developed object permanence. In his mind, Mommy disappeared behind her hands, yet soon reappeared. Here's Rebecca. She's 2 years old. As you can see from the previous video, Rebecca has developed object permanence because she knows an object exists when it's out of sight, like the ball. This is important because babies need image representation to help prepare their bodies to learn. In this stage, children begin to engage in symbolic play and learn to manipulate symbols. Some key factors in this stage are centration, egocentrism, parallel play, and animism. Here's Avery. She's 3 years old. With Avery, I focused on centration.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
count the blue blocks for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job. Which row, the yellow or the blue, have more blocks? The blue. Why? That one's different. Is it smaller? And which one's longer? Which row is longer? That one's smaller. Avery was unsuccessful at distinguishing length from number at the same time. This is a lack of centration because she believed the row of 5 blue blocks was longer than the row of 7 yellow blocks. Here's Mark. He's 5 years old. I performed the same centration block test on Mark. Which row has more blocks in it? The yellow? He passed, proving that he can focus on length and number at the same time. Animism. This is the belief that inanimate objects, such as toys, dolls, stuffed animals, have human feelings and intentions. Take this video of Avery with the baby doll, for instance. Do you think if I pinched her, it would hurt her? Do you think so? Do you think that would make her cry? Can you put her in her high chair? If I pinch this baby, is she gonna cry? Do you think if I spank her, she is gonna cry? What about this pony? Do you think if I pinched her ear, she would cry?
No,
She's not a baby. But do you think she has feelings? Like if I told her to get out of here, do you think that would make her upset? Another key point to the pre-operational stage is egocentrism. Egocentrism refers to the child's inability to see a situation from another person's point of view. Like Piaget, I use the 3 mountain task to test whether children have egocentric thinking. Here's Mark at 5 years old and Avery at 3 taking the 3 mountain task. On that side of the mountains, what do you see in the grass? What do you see on this side? And a truck? What do you think I can see on this side? What's that? A chicken. What else is over there? There's one more thing. Oh no. A tree. Yeah. Good job. Okay. What do you see on this side of the grass? And a big person. What do you think Jamie sees on her side? A chicken? Anything else? You can't peek. No peeking, no peeking. And what else? What do you think I'm looking at? No peeking. Although Mark and Avery both passed this task, we say this is a valid reason, not just based on their environment, age, schooling. This is stage 3. This stage is characterized by the development of organized and rational thinking. A key component in this stage is conservation. This is Kate. She's 7 years old. This is Lee. He's 9 years old. No. Would you say that these have the same amount of juice in them? Yeah. Okay. Now would you say that they still have the same amount of juice, or would you say that this one has more or this one has more?
They both have the same.
Why?
It's because it used to be in that cup, but you poured in that cup, and when you do it that cup, it was the same with that one. If you poured in there.
Good job.
And now it's way thinner.
You are so smart. Would you say the amount of liquid in these 2 cups are about the same or different?
I would say they're about the same.
Okay. Would you say that this one has more or this one has
Same.
more? Same?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already learned about that.
You did?
Yeah.
Although Mark is not in the concrete operational stage, I decided to test him on conservation. Are these the same or different?
Same.
The same? Now which one has more water in it? That one? Okay. Good job, buddy.
Not really the answer.
The answer is they're still the same. Even though this glass is bigger, it's skinnier, but it's still the same amount of water.
Working.
Yeah? Okay.
Wait, that one's bigger.
All right, well, what about now? Who has more Play-Doh? Me or you?
Me.
You do? Are you sure? Okay. Good job. Another key point of the concrete operational stage is classification. This is where we are able to group objects and dimensions that they share. Okay, Kate, there's some objects here.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to sort them out based on their similarities. You know what a similarity is?
Yes.
Good job. So this is one group,
Yeah.
and then this is one group.
Yeah, those cylinders and these are like basically rectangles.
Awesome. So why'd you put all these together?
Because they're cylinders. Since they're all rectangular prisms.
Good job, buddy. All right, that's it. You're
Let's
done.
do some more.
Although Lee and Kate succeeded with flying colors, I wondered what it would be like to test them in the second stage with animism. Do you think if I pinched her cheeks, she would cry out loud?
Yeah.
You do?
No, not
Do you
really. I
think
thought
if-
she would like whine a little bit, not cry.
Do you think if I said, "Get out of here, baby," that it would hurt her feelings? Yeah, you think so? Do you think she gets hungry?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You want to hold her? Kate still shows signs of the pre-operational stage when dealing with this key point. However, Lee passed. You like my baby?
She's ugly. Or no, she's fake.
Well, she is fake. So if I pinch her really hard, if I'm mad at her, you think she'll cry?
No.
You think I'll hurt her feelings?
No.
What if I told her, "Get out of here, baby, you ugly"? You think that'll hurt her feelings?
No, she's a toy.
So she doesn't have any feelings.
Yeah, like this.
Like a fish. Do you think if I yelled at him and was really mean to him, it would hurt his feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if we pet him and love on him, it makes him happy? Why do you think that?
Because he's a living thing.
Very good.
He's living. He is not a flower.
What if I pinched his nose really hard? Do you
He
think-
will have feelings.
Do you think that would hurt his feelings?
Yeah.
Some stuff that I can do to make him happy? Like what?
Give him a treat.
Mhm.
Lift him.
And
Scratch
why?
his back.
Why does he have feelings?
Because he's an animal and he lives.
This is the final stage of Piaget's theory. This is where adolescents can apply logical thought to abstract problems. This includes hypothetico-deductive reasoning, the scientific method, and philosophy. This is Chloe. She's 14 years old. Here, Chloe focuses on a problem that requires her to use inductive and deductive reasoning.
Suppose your portable music device fails to switch on. My hypothesis is if it doesn't turn on, then it's probably dead and you need to plug it back in. My logic behind this is that if it's dead, then it can't turn off and it needs to be plugged in. My prediction is that when it's plugged in, it will turn back on, and if it doesn't, then something else is wrong with it. And the experiment is after plugging it in, if it still doesn't turn on, then something else is wrong with it.
Here I asked Chloe a set of hypothetical questions. What do you think it would be like if people were born with no thumbs?
It would be a lot harder to like grab things and do stuff because you couldn't really function without your thumbs. It would just be awkward.
What do you think that would do to the world?
We would probably be a lot less advanced as a society and stuff because we wouldn't have all of the advancements that we have, and we wouldn't be able to do as many things.
If you had a third eye, where would you put it on your body and why?
I would put it on my hand, somewhere around my hand, because then I could just kind of point it anywhere I wanted and see anywhere.
If people could breathe underwater, what do you think the world would be like?
There would be a lot more humans because like they could live in a lot more places than just on land.
For research purposes, I asked the same questions to different children in different stages. What do you think it would be like if people had no thumbs?
They would break it off.
Okay. What do you think it would be like if we had no thumbs?
Then you would. Then the whole world wouldn't have thumbs.
Yeah? And what else? That's it?
You can do more questions if you want.
What do you think it would be like if we had no thumbs?
Very hard to pick up stuff.
Yeah?
Because one time I watched the No Thumbs Challenge and they had to duct tape the thumbs and it was really hard to do things. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think it would be like if we had no thumbs?
It would be harder to pick up stuff and you wouldn't be as talented. Like, let's say, for example, in baseball, you can't hit the balls well, and in writing, your handwriting might not be as neat.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What do you think the world would be like if we could breathe underwater?
With the sunshine.
With the sunshine? Okay, Marky. What do you think the world would be like if people could breathe underwater?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, Kate. What do you think the world would be like if people could breathe underwater?
Cool?
Yeah?
I think it'll be kind of cool because, yeah.
What do you think the world would be like if humans could breathe underwater?
There would be cities and stuff underwater.
If you could have one more eye, where would you put it on your body?
On my belly button.
Why on your belly button?
Because that's how apples do it.
If you could have one more eye, 1, 2, and then one more eye, where would you put it on your body? On your nose?
No, I mean up here.
On your forehead? Why?
Because that's how monsters have it.
Okay. If you could have a third eye, where would you put it?
On my forehead.
Why?
Because I feel like that's just a good place to put it.
Yeah? If you could have a third eye, Where would you put it? Put it anywhere on your body. Where would you
Back
put
of
it?
the head.
Why?
So, just in case. So there's a kid at school, he tries to scare me, like, when I'm not looking. So if he tries to scare me, I'll just turn around and say, boo, he would cry to his mom.
As you can see, some of them were developed more in the formal operation stage, while others were not.